think we always understand the value of fully building a relationship with yourself and trusting yourself. We know, right? At the end of the day, there's like this deep inner knowing inside each and every one of us where you know when you're like avoiding something, you know when something's not right for you, you know when something is right for you, and you can just feel it because we're energy. It's all energy. And when energies are harmonizing together, you can feel that, and you can feel when they're kind of restricted and not a good energetic match at the moment. But there's so many times where I doubt that inner knowing, where if it's like, let's say like it's a friendship where I'm like, this friendship doesn't feel right. And I'm like, no, you're being too mean. You're being too judgmental. Maybe you're not being loving enough. I love perfectly fine. And at the same time, I know that there is something off. And I think I've kind of ignored this inner voice that's tried to tell me when things are off. Not all the time, but I'm reflecting back on all these times where I haven't. I want you to do the same thing. Like, just sit and think all along, all these lessons that you've learned in life, all these mistakes that you've made, you've kind of known all along. Like, it's not like this shit just slaps you in the face out of nowhere. It's like, oh my God, yeah, like I just wasn't looking at that, right? Or I knew and I was just ignoring it, or I was having too much fun to think about it. I don't know if this is even making sense, but like, to love yourself is to be completely honest with yourself. And I think that's what I'm coming to terms with right now. I need to just be honest about what actually feels true to me and not get caught up in if I'm being a bad person or if I'm being judgmental. It's just like, okay, that's the truth, and where do we go from here? Because for so long, I've tried to like fight the truth within me, to try and make the truth be something different, to try and make situations be something that it's not. But when you just look at what's going on inside you, it's like, oh, it's a relief. The part of you that knows is just like waiting for you to look at it. It's hard to look at the truth of what like your body is just like telling you. And when you start listening, it's such a clear compass to tell you where to go. And I wish more of us listen to it. I wish I listened to it more. And it's not anyone's fault. I think we grow up in a world where it's like, you're not meant to trust yourself. You're meant to look outside of you for the answers and the guidance. And I'm not saying outside of you is wrong, because read books, talk to people, go to therapy, travel, like all of this shit outside of you are ways that you can open up deeper to yourself, but they're not the answer. It's what resonates with you. And if you need to look outside of you for all these things to validate what you already know, then do that. But you're wasting a lot of time. You're taking extra steps to just like know what you already know. You know what I mean? This is especially with women not trusting themselves. I see women throughout all of my life, and me in certain situations where like we know. Women know, and they don't speak up about it. Because you don't want to be dramatic, you don't want to cause a scene, you don't want to make people uncomfortable. We are so sensitive, women specifically. I mean, men can be sensitive too, but I see specifically like the women in my life are very sensitive and in tune, but they do not trust themselves fully. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's like maybe a systemic thing. I don't know but I don't know where I'm going with that. Another thing is to give yourself grace, because I think, I'll wrap it up here. I bet this video is just all over the place, but I don't think there are mistakes. Okay? And that's hard to face sometimes because there are a lot of really uncomfortable things in life. But I think every single thing that you're going through, every mistake, every hard thing is opening you up exactly as it's meant to in the time that it's meant to. And it's just a drawn out, beautiful way to find your way back to yourself. If you take anything from this video, it's to start building a relationship with yourself. Whether that's journaling, whether that's sitting in silence and meditating, or just going on a walk, or spending time with yourself. When you feel something that like kind of alarms go off in your body, rather than just putting it off as like, oh, I'm anxious, I'm overthinking. It's like, what actually is this trying to tell me? And you can overthink all you want, but the truth is there. Like, you're just zigzagging and zooming around the truth that's just sitting there waiting peacefully. Like, yep, truth has been here, and it always has been and always will be. Your body, you can feel it when you're not listening to yourself. There's an Anais Nin quote, I think it's Anais Nin, where it says, when one is pretending, the entire body revolts. And that is how I feel when I'm not listening to my truth, when I'm not listening to my intuition, when I'm invalidating myself or putting myself down for what I feel uncomfortable in my own skin. But the second that I finally look at the truth, I sit with it and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is it. Finally, I admit it. I surrender to what is. As uncomfortable as it is, no matter what it is, there is a weight that lifts off of me. There is a peace that I feel no matter how uncomfortable the truth is. And you know what I'm talking about because I know you've experienced this at some point. So yeah, let's wrap that up today. Thank you guys, and I love you.